missed you.
How are you?
How are you? Hi, Piers. How are you?
Good to see you.
Good. Nice to see you, huh? You doing well?
You been busy?
A little busy. A little busy, but that's okay. It's good to be with you.
Take a seat. Thank you very much for doing this.
Thank you.
One particular thing that I wanted to try and just clarify with you. You retweeted an organisation called Britain First, one of the leaders, 3 times. And this
Well, 3 times, boom, 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 quickly.
Right.
Yeah.
But this caused huge,
different.
huge anxiety and anger in my country because Britain First is basically a bunch of racist, fascist.
Of course, I didn't know that.
Well, that's what I wanted to clarify with you. What did you know about them when you did those?
Well, I know
retweets?
nothing about them, and I know nothing about them today other than I read a little bit. And I guess, and again, I'm in the United States, so I don't read as much about it. Perhaps it was a big story in Britain. Perhaps it was a big story in the UK. But in the United States, it wasn't a big story. I did a retweet. You know, retweet. Sometimes you do retweets. Are very when you do your own tweeting, or you do your own social media, it's fine. When you do those retweets, they can cause problems because you never know who's doing it to start off
The
with.
way it was interpreted, because you didn't take down the retweets for several weeks, the way it was interpreted was that you were effectively endorsing this bunch of racists, and that caused a lot of anger.
Well, I don't know who they are. I know nothing about them, so I wouldn't be doing that. And I am, as I say often, I am the least racist person that anybody's going to meet. And certainly I wasn't endorsing anybody. I knew nothing about them. They had I guess, a couple of depictions of radical Islamic terror. Radical Islamic terror, whether you like talking about it or not, Piers, is
No,
a
no,
fact.
I'm going to come and talk about it.
Because, you know, you look at what's going on, you look at what's going on in UK.
No, no, I'm going
to... You look at what's going on all over the world.
You're absolutely right about that.
So we can try and shield it and say, oh,
I'm not
gee,
shielding
it doesn't
anything.
exist.
I do just want to get one thing out of you. Given the amount of offence it caused, do you regret now those retweets? And do you wish you, with hindsight, hadn't done it?
Well, you know, look. It was done because I am a big believer in fighting radical Islamic terror. This was a depiction of radical Islamic terror.
But they were unverified videos. At least one of them was not what it seemed.
They are, but this was, I didn't do it. I didn't go out and I did a retweet. It was a big story where you are, but it was not a big story where I am.
I get that.
So you're telling me something like...
Well, this is airing in Britain, and I want them to get to the real you.
Well, I'll tell you, the real me is somebody that loves Britain, loves the UK, I love Scotland. I wish, you know, one of the biggest problems I have in winning, I won't be able to get back there so often. I would love to go there. As you know, before this happened, I would be there a lot. Very special people and a very special place. So I don't want to cause any difficulty for your country, that I can tell you.
Can I get an apology out of you just for the retweets of Britain
Well, if you're
First?
telling me...
I think it would go a long way.
Then here's what's fair. If you're telling me there's a horrible people, horrible racist people, I would certainly apologize if you'd like me to do that. I know nothing about them.
And you would disavow yourself of people like that?
I don't want to be involved with people, but you're telling me about these people because I know nothing about these people.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. President.
I can tell you I have a very good relationship with your Prime Minister, who I just left, and she's been doing I think she's been doing a very good job. We actually have a very good relationship, although a lot of people think we don't. I support her. I support a lot of what she does and a lot of what she says, and I support you militarily very much. I mean, we will come to your defense if anything should happen, which hopefully will never happen. But I am a tremendous supporter of the UK.
My irritation with my country, we've given state visits to Bashar al-Assad, to Robert Mugabe, to Vladimir Putin, and to President Xi. So the implication from them trying to ban you is that somehow you're worse than they are.
Well, I hadn't heard about banning, but I think a lot of the people in your country like what I stand for. They respect what I stand for.
And to those who don't,
I do stand for tough borders.
I'm going to come to that now, but to those who don't, what do you say to them?
I don't care. I don't care. It's just one of those things. I don't say anything. You know why? Because I don't care.